Why does English sometimes feel difficult, even when you know many words? Why do simple conversations still feel heavy in your mind? Welcome back to Talk English Every Day. I'm Emma, and today we're going to relax together, speak slowly together, and learn how small English words can make a very big difference in your conversations.
And I'm Mark. I'm really happy to be here with you again today. Sometimes English feels like many small pieces that do not connect well. You know the words, but the sentence still feels cold or unfinished. Today, we want to change that feeling slowly and naturally.
Mark, can I ask you something a little funny?
Funny questions are always dangerous with you, Emma. But yes, go ahead.
Have you ever spoken English like a robot before? Something like, I go school, I eat food, I sleep. Very short, very serious, very machine-like.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I think almost every English learner has spoken like that at some point. Short sentence, stop. Another short sentence, stop again. It feels very hard and dry.
Exactly. And honestly, that is completely okay at the beginning. Beginners should never feel ashamed of that. Learning a language takes time, and simple sentences are still real communication.
Yes, very true. A short sentence is not a bad sentence. It just means you are learning step by step. But later, many learners want to sound more natural and more relaxed.
And today, that is our goal. We want to help learners sound more human, more calm, more connected, more like real people having a real conversation in daily life.
And the beautiful thing is, the secret is actually very small.
Very small.
We are not talking about huge grammar books today.
No difficult grammar rules.
No stressful test.
No complicated vocabulary.
Just small connecting words.
Tiny words that do very big work in English conversations.
Emma, when beginners do not connect their sentences, how do they usually feel emotionally?
Many learners feel shy. They feel nervous. Sometimes they feel like something is missing in their English, even when the words are correct.
Yes. They often think, my English sounds wrong. I remember feeling that way too when I was learning.
But many times, the English is not wrong at all. It is just unfinished. It is like a bridge with no middle part.
Wow, that image feels very clear in my mind. A bridge with no middle.
Yes, you have one idea on one side and another idea on the other side, but there is no connection between them.
So today, we build bridges together.
Simple bridges,
Easy bridges.
calm bridges.
Friendly bridges that make English feel soft and natural.
Okay, Mark, let's begin with something very simple so everyone can relax.
Good idea.
Sentence 1. I like coffee.
Nice. Simple and clear.
Sentence 2. I don't like tea.
Also clear.
But when we say them separately, the rhythm feels broken. The conversation stops and starts again very quickly.
Exactly. So now we connect them.
I like coffee, but I don't like tea.
Boom. One small word changed the whole feeling of the sentence.
Listeners, notice that little word but. It is very small, but it creates flow between ideas.
And when English flows, listeners feel more relaxed listening to you.
Yes, your speech sounds smoother, softer, more natural. Not perfect, just natural.
Emma, I think many learners hear the phrase connect sentences and immediately become afraid.
Oh, yes. Their brain suddenly imagines grammar teachers, giant books, red correction pens, difficult rules everywhere.
But honestly, connecting sentences is something humans already do naturally in their own language every day.
Exactly. This is not advanced magic. It is normal communication. We already connect thoughts naturally in life.
Let's use a daily life example.
Okay.
I was tired. I went to work.
That already feels a little sad.
It does. But now let's connect the ideas.
I was tired, but I went to work.
Ah, now we feel effort.
Yes, we feel emotion too. We can imagine the person trying hard even when they are exhausted.
That is the power of connection words. They add emotion without needing difficult vocabulary.
Mark, can you share something honest from your own learning experience?
Of course, when I first learned English, I spoke with many short sentences. People understood me, but inside I still felt insecure.
Me too. I remember that feeling very clearly.
Then slowly, I started connecting my ideas together, and something changed inside me.
Your confidence changed?
Yes, because my English started flowing more naturally. I stopped sounding like separate pieces and started sounding like one complete voice.
Flow is such a beautiful word for language.
It really is.
Language should feel like water, calm, moving naturally, not jumping everywhere, not stopping every second.
Let's teach listeners the easiest connector possible.
Okay, the easiest one is probably and.
Yes, very simple, very useful.
I woke up and I felt happy.
Nice.
I went outside and I saw the sun.
See? Nothing complicated, but suddenly the sentence feels alive and connected.
Mark, I think many learners overthink English too much.
Oh yes, definitely.
They ask themselves, is this correct? Is my grammar perfect? Am I making mistakes?
And those thoughts create stress.
So let me say something very clearly today. Communication is more important than perfection.
Always.
If people understand you, that is already success.
And when you connect your ideas simply, listeners can follow your thoughts more easily.
Understanding builds confidence slowly.
Emma, can we make this lesson a little silly for a moment?
Always.
Okay, bad example time.
I wake up, I eat, I work, I sleep.
That sounds like the life of a very tired robot. A robot with no vacation.
Exactly. Now let's make it softer and more human.
I wake up, then I eat breakfast. After that, I go to work. And finally, I sleep.
Ah, now it feels like a real story.
Stories need connection.
And honestly, life itself is one long connected story.
English should feel like that too.
Listeners, please remember this carefully. Connecting sentences is not advanced English.
It is real English.
It is daily English.
And you can start doing it today with one small word at a time.
Mark, how do you feel right now during this conversation?
Relaxed. Very relaxed.
Me too, because English feels friendly again when we stop trying to sound perfect all the time.
Yes, English should not feel scary
Or heavy.
or stressful.
It should feel like real life, calm communication between people.
Emma, I noticed something important while learning languages.
What did you notice?
When English flows naturally, speaking feels lighter. You stop pushing every single word so hard.
That is very true.
You stop fighting the sentence and you start feeling the sentence.
And that feeling matters deeply because language is emotional. Language is human. It is not just grammar formulas on paper.
Exactly.
Many beginners say something like, I know vocabulary, but I cannot really talk.
Yes, I hear that sentence all the time.
They already have many bricks.
But no glue yet.
I love that example.
Words are bricks.
And connectors are glue.
Without glue, the wall falls apart.
But with glue, the wall becomes strong and stable.
Let's give everyone another useful connector.
Okay, let's talk about the word because.
Ah, one of the most important words in conversation.
Sentence 1. I stayed home.
Sentence 2, I was tired.
Now connect them naturally.
I stayed home because I was tired.
Immediately, we understand the reason and emotion behind the action.
Yes, the sentence suddenly has personality now.
Exactly. Many learners think their English sounds boring, but often it is not boring at all.
It is simply too short.
When you explain your reason, people feel closer to you.
Because humans connect through explanation and emotion.
Mark, can I share something embarrassing from my own learning days?
Please do.
When I started connecting sentences, I used and for absolutely everything.
Oh no.
I woke up and I ate and I worked and I studied and I slept and I felt tired.
That sentence sounds exhausted.
It really does.
So yes, and is useful, but variety also matters.
We can also use words like then, so, because, after, and when.
Let's try so.
Okay, I was very hungry.
Sentence 2, I made food.
Connect them.
I was very hungry, so I made food.
Very natural, very clear, very human.
And listeners, notice something important here.
What?
We are still using very simple vocabulary.
Yes, no fancy academic language.
Meaning comes first.
Always.
Emma, how do learners usually feel when they finally connect sentences naturally for the first time?
Honestly, they feel proud, quietly proud.
I remember that feeling too.
They suddenly think, wait, I can actually talk.
Confidence grows slowly like that,
Not with loud pressure,
not with fear.
but with many small, successful moments.
Emma, I have another interesting question.
Go ahead.
How do connectors help emotions in conversation?
Oh, that is such a good question. Let me show you.
Okay,
I wanted to speak.
good.
I was afraid.
Also good.
Now connect them emotionally.
I wanted to speak, but I was afraid.
Now we can feel the struggle inside the person.
Yes, because real life is full of mixed emotions.
Dreams, but fear.
Hope, but doubt.
Plans, but problems.
That little word but carries so much human emotion sometimes.
Mark, many learners stop speaking because they wait for perfect sentences.
And sadly, perfection keeps them silent.
But perfect English is not required for real communication.
Connected English is enough.
Enough to communicate clearly.
Enough to make friends.
Enough to share your story.
Enough to feel understood.
Let's do another daily life example.
Okay.
I woke up late.
I missed the bus.
Connect them.
I woke up late, so I missed the bus.
That sounds like real life immediately.
Yes, English becomes powerful when it feels connected to real experiences, not only textbook exercises.
Mark, what if learners forget connectors while speaking?
Honestly, that is completely normal.
Yes, very normal.
First, say your ideas simply, then slowly add connectors little by little,
Learning happens step by step.
not jump by jump.
Do you remember the first time you connected sentences naturally in English?
Yes, I remember feeling strangely smart.
I understand that feeling.
Not because I became perfect suddenly, but because I sounded clearer and smoother.
Clarity creates confidence.
Emma, something feels very true to me right now.
What is it?
Connecting sentences feels like connecting thoughts inside the mind.
Wow, yes, that is beautifully said.
When thoughts connect smoothly, speaking becomes calmer.
Listeners, please do not rush your English journey.
One connector at a time.
One sentence at a time.
English is not a race,
It is a conversation.
and conversations should flow naturally, not jump around nervously.
I feel very calm right now.
Me too. Calm English really is good English.
Yes, when learners feel calm, they speak more.
Fear slowly becomes smaller,
And sentences slowly become longer.
not because learners force themselves, but because ideas begin connecting naturally.
Mark, I noticed something funny with some beginners recently.
Tell me.
Sometimes they connect absolutely everything into one giant sentence.
Yes, I woke up and I ate breakfast and I drank coffee and I went to work and I talked to my friend and I felt tired and I slept.
That sentence needs fresh air.
And maybe a glass of water too.
Exactly. So balance is important,
Not too short,
not too long.
just comfortable and natural.
Comfortable English is beautiful English.
Emma, what connectors help us talk about time?
Great question. Words like when, before, and after help a lot.
Let's start with when.
Okay, I arrived home.
I felt relaxed.
Now connect them.
When I arrived home, I felt relaxed.
Ah, now we clearly understand the moment and timing.
Yes, the sentence suddenly feels smoother and more complete.
And listeners, notice something important again.
What?
The meaning did not change very much,
Right.
but the feeling changed a lot.
Smooth English sounds more confident, even when the words are simple.
Mark, emotions also become stronger with connectors.
Show me another example.
I wanted to answer.
Okay.
I was nervous.
Connect them.
When the teacher asked me, I wanted to answer, but I was nervous.
Wow, that feels very real and emotional.
Because real conversations contain mixed feelings all the time.
Yes, confidence and fear often exist together.
English without connectors can feel flat sometimes.
But connected English feels alive.
Let's return to because for a moment.
Good idea, because helps people explain themselves clearly.
And explanation creates human connection.
Example, I am learning English.
Okay, now add emotion and purpose.
I am learning English because I want a better future.
Ah, now we feel motivation inside the sentence.
We feel hope too.
Many learners ask, how many connectors should I use?
And honestly, the answer is simple.
Use enough connectors to share your meaning clearly,
Not too many,
not too few.
just enough to make your thoughts flow naturally.
Mark, let's talk about speaking speed for a moment.
Very important topic.
When learners connect ideas naturally, they often slow down naturally too.
Yes, they breathe more.
They pause naturally.
Their words become clearer.
English is not always good English.
Clear English is better than fast English.
Let's create a small daily life story together.
Okay,
I woke up late because my alarm didn't ring,
so I rushed to work.
but I was still late.
That already sounds like a complete little story.
Simple vocabulary, strong connection.
Emma, do you remember when English finally started feeling natural for you?
Yes, slowly, not suddenly.
What changed most?
I stopped translating every sentence inside my head.
That is a huge step.
Instead, I started connecting ideas and feelings directly.
Thinking in meaning instead of only words.
Exactly.
Listeners, please remember this carefully. You do not need perfect grammar to communicate meaningfully.
Clear meaning matters more.
And clear meaning often comes from connection.
Mark, some learners are afraid of pauses while speaking.
Yes, they think pauses make them sound weak or unprepared.
But natural pauses are healthy and human.
Pauses give your brain time to breathe.
And pauses also help listeners understand your message better.
Even native speakers pause constantly during conversations.
Let's do a small pause example.
Okay.
I like English because it opens my world.
Ah, the small break adds emotion and softness.
Yes, English is not only about words.
It is also timing,
Feeling,
rhythm.
human connection.
Emma, how do you feel now after this conversation?
Honestly, relaxed and hopeful.
Me too.
Connecting sentences feels a little like connecting people together.
That is exactly why language exists.
Not to scare lemmers.
Not to create stress,
Not to collect grammar trophies.
but to share life with other humans.
I really love that idea.
Me too.
Connection makes English feel alive again.
Not heavy,
Not frightening.
just part of normal daily life. Emma, English learners forget something very important sometimes.
What do they forget?
English is for people, not perfection.
Wow, that feels powerful and comforting at the same time.
You do not speak English to impress everyone.
You speak English to connect with people.
Connection is the real goal.
Yes, when sentences connect, confidence connects too.
Fear slowly becomes smaller.
And the voice becomes stronger, little by little.
Listener, if your English feels broken right now, please remember this gently.
Your English is not broken.
It is learning.
If your sentences feel short today,
They will grow slowly with practice.
if your voice shakes sometimes,
It will become steadier with time.
you do not need fast English.
You need real English.
You do not need perfect English.
You need connected English.
Mark, I love how simple today's lesson really is.
Me too. Small words, big confidence.
Simple sentences, stronger communication.
Connection changes everything quietly.
Connection in sentences.
Connection between people.
Connection in learning.
Connection in life itself.
Mark, I feel genuinely happy right now.
Me too, because English feels friendly again,
Not heavy.
not scary.
Just part of everyday life.
Listener, you can absolutely do this.
Slowly.
Calmly.
Naturally.
One sentence at a time.
One connector at a time.
One small moment of confidence at a time.
I'm Emma.
And I'm Mark.
This is Talk English Every Day.
If this lesson helped you feel calmer and more confident,
You can like the video and continue learning with us.
and before you go, try writing one connected sentence in the comments.
Just one simple sentence is enough.
Keep learning.
Keep connecting.
Keep speaking.
You are doing better than you think.
And step by step, your English will continue growing naturally.
Thank you for spending this peaceful time with us today.
Take care of yourself, and we will see you again very soon.
Bye, everyone.